Good evening, everybody. It is July the 14th, 2019. It is 5:05. This is your 5 o'clock earthquake report. All right, here we go. A 4.0 Halmara at 6.2 miles in depth. A 4.1 Halmara at 6.2 miles in depth. Now, guys, with the 7.3 that hit and the 6.6 that hit, it's going to take a while for all these aftershocks to stop happening. So I'm just going to report them till they slow down some, okay? Also, there was a 3.6 Western Australia off the coast at 6.2 miles in depth. A 4.5 Western Australia at 6.2 miles in depth. And that's off the coast also. A 4.2 Region Metropolita Chile at 57 miles in depth. A 4.1 Halmara, 6.2 miles in depth. A 4.3 near the coast of Honshu, Japan. That came in at 33.5 miles in depth. A 4.4 Colombia at 109 miles in depth. A 4.2 Halmara, Indonesia at 6.2 miles in depth. A 3.7 Western Australia off the coast at 6.2 miles in depth. A 4.9 Southern Sumatra, that came in at 20 miles in depth. A 3.8 Western Australia at 6.2 miles in depth. That's off the coast, guys. A 2.5 Washington, 2 miles west of Monroe, that came in at 19 miles in depth. A 3.8 Biak, B-I-A-K region, Indonesia, that came in at 6.2 miles in depth. A 4.2 Halmara, Indonesia at 6.2 miles in depth. A 3.8 Halmara, Indonesia at 6.2 miles in depth. A 4.1 off the shore of Chiapas, Mexico at 13.0 miles in depth. A 3.4 Western Australia off the coast, that came in at 6.2 miles in depth. A 4.0 Halmara at 6.2 miles in depth. A 3.8 Western Australia off the coast at 6.2 miles in depth. A 4.1 Nicaragua at 61.5 miles in depth. 3.0 Metropolitana, Chile at 52.8 miles in depth. A 3.8 the Gulf of Aden, that was the aftershock. USGS has got that at 6.2 miles in depth. EMSC's got it at 114.9 miles in depth. 4.1 Honduras at 61 miles in depth. A 3.1 Chile at 73.6 miles in depth. A 3.8 Western Australia off the coast at 6.2 miles in depth. A 3.2 California, Nevada border region, that came in 6 miles northeast of Coso Junction. They've got that at 0 miles in depth. A 3.0 Central California, 4 miles west of Searles, that came in at 4 miles in depth. Alright, guys, that'll be it until the evening, until the midnight report, alright? God bless each and every one of you. And as you can tell by the sky up there, we've got some rain coming in. Don't know when it's going to hit, but it looks awful gray. Have yourself a great night. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Be safe. 2 thumbs up for you. You guys are totally awesome.